Hello everyone. Today I am going to show you some of my fancy sarees, synthetic saree you can say. This is the first one that I am showing is a brasso saree. So brasso means you can see how the fabric is. You can see some part of the fabric is very transparent and some are weaved. See the back side how it looks. So this is how the brasso material looks, and this is kind of chiffon. This is, I'm starting from the achal. Lot of crystal work. I don't know exactly what crystal they say, but you can see it goes lines of those crystals, and then also here some crystal. They are stone or they are plastic, I'm not sure, but like they are shiny crystal look. They look like tiny crystal, and in lot of fancy sarees these are used a lot nowadays. I try to avoid, but when you go to the store they show lot of saree of this kind of work, so I bought few seeing the pretty. I liked the color combination, yellow and this deep pink, very pretty color. So this border with these crystal chain or line, you can say, it continues the whole saree. So it gives very shiny look. Let me open more. Remove the bottom layer so that you can see single layer of the saree how it looks. It is achal, and see. So if you can see how it looks. So some people love a brasso. It looks very beautiful. It depends on your choice, how much you like. I kept the saree this way. So this is the achal area I already showed you. And then the saree goes, see how it is. Almost half of the way it is the yellow color, and then this pink starts. And see, in this area it is the chiffon material. This is the chiffon, you can see. So very light. So this is the end of the saree. So you can see this much there is no work. See, this much there is no work. So this border goes up to here, which is enough. So this is how the saree looks. This is the blouse I made. The blouse piece was attached with the saree, and this is the saree. Sometimes if we keep the saree like this, it looks beautiful to me. This saree I bought in 2009, and I paid 5,000 for this one. So then I am going to show you my second synthetic saree or fancy saree, which is the heaviest saree among all the sarees that I have. So you see, this work is only in one place in this saree, and this is not the achal. The achal is here. It starts like this. So let me flip the saree and show you slowly. So the material is chiffon. You can see this chiffon, the way the pink fabric was in the previous saree. So this is chiffon, very light and floppy. Even this purple is also chiffon. So the work is on the chiffon material. So this is the achal area. The saree starts like this, in one corner like this, and see, this is the other corner. So they are equally in both the corner, and this is the achal. And it is very shiny, very shiny. See the chumki work. This chumki is round chumki, this one, but this chumki work is oval shape, and taking as one unit of this kind of chumki, they made the border of these designs, you see. So it is a big chumki in the center, then circle chumki around that, again this material, then a circle of, sorry, so starts with this chumki. You can see a big one, a piece of crystal, you can say, and then this line with small circular chumki like this, and then that goes in this circle, this circle, and then this kind of crystal work goes as the lines of the circle, and you see this oval shape chumki work goes here, and then in a plus shape the same oval chumki goes here, and then the crystal, green crystal in the purple chiffon fabric, and then this is the line. You see how much work they have done, and then this is this kind of crystal goes lines, then these are, we call moti, what you call, I don't know in English, this type of beads. So this is just small beads, so like chain of those beads. Then you see this looks like again a big pearl kind of thing, which is artificial pearl but oval shape pearl, and they were weaved as a petal of a leaf, and then you see like giving a sun kind of look. So lot of work. See this green crystal, then here purple crystal. So it is lot of handwork, I can say, or even if machine embroidery, some experts has to do this. So you can see how it looks on the back. There were only two pieces of the same design in the store, and because it is so heavy, because of all these crystals, you see it is so heavy. I loved the sari, but I thought I cannot maintain. But I went to buy this sari with my brother and my sister-in-law, my brother's wife. So she insisted me that have one. It's okay to manage temporarily for few hours, and you can do it. She knows how much I love sarees and how careful I am taking care of them. So she insisted me take one at least, and then I bought this one. So I paid, I believe, 8 or 9,000 this one in 2009 when I bought the yellow one, the brasso yellow and pink one. So you see this is the sari, the border goes like this. So because of these crystals, it is very happy. I was wearing this in 2020 or 2019 during my son's graduation party, and because I was hosting, it was so difficult to always maintain the sari because of its weight. So maybe it was a wrong day I was wearing, but it was a good occasion because hardly we get marriage functions to attend here. And I will pull the sari so that you can see that area closer. So you see this is the achal area, this work, and then this falls on your front. When you wear, it's close to the achal and it falls exactly on the front. So beautifully designed sari, and I don't know, it is you are able to see the spark shininess of the sari because it is very shiny and very beautiful. Lot of handwork, I think. Just showing you, this is the actual area. And on the top part, that border ends there, but here on the leg side it continues. The work continues. You can see the work continues. Let me flip it so that you can see. This is the back side of the sari. So on the back side it continues up to here, and this much is empty. So now as a whole you see the sari. And it's a very beautiful green color. I think in the camera it is looking little lighter, but it is little deep green color. Then this is the blouse piece that was attached, the blouse that the piece was attached with the sari. So it has the border design on the hands, both hands, and some of this design too. Very pretty. I don't know now if you can see the signing, how it is signing. This is a third fancy sari made out of lot of crystals and chumki work. I'm going to share with you. The name of this sari is butterfly sari. Why it is? Because the aanchal, see, that is the aanchal. This sari was a very new to me. I bought it in 2007. My parents were here, and once on my birthday I went to Jackson Heights with my parents, and I bought two saris. This is one of them. So at that time I was watching a serial, Bhabi, if people know. Then there I was seeing that the main character used to wear sari where the aanchal used to look like a cut, and I used to feel that it is either layered or something different, that see the design is falling there, and I used to be surprised how come it is possible. I didn't know that at that time they cut it and the full width of the sari is not there in that place. It falls in the left shoulder of the body, so then when I saw few sarees in this store where I bought, then I realized, oh, this is the saree. And there were 3 4, but this color looked better among others. So that's why. So this is the aanchal. You can again see, I don't know the exact, but this is kind of tiny pipe, kind of crystal, and this is the round chumki work. So the lines goes like sun rays, and if you see, this is the aanchal area. It starts like this. So lot of crystal work. You see, these are all how these are. Lot of crystal work. See, these crystals are hanging, and so the sari starts like this. And let me pull so that you can see how it is. So after the shoulder, the aanchal falls like this. So this is kind of a triangular shape. This is not the full width of the sari. This is kind of triangular shape. So they have got it like that. I spreaded it like this so that you can see. So let me go this way. Excuse me. So you see how the sari is cut. So here the sari is supposed up to this width, but the sari is cut in such a way that, so you see the sari is the width, the real sari should go like this, but instead of this they cut a triangular piece of the fabric. They removed it and then they stitched the border like that. So you see, this is the aanchal. And because of this pattern they call it butterfly, because the aanchal gives you a look of butterfly. In a cultural function, I was wearing this sari, and the picture came out very beautiful, and I loved it. Like everyone told me, it looks very beautiful. So before removing the aanchal part, I thought just I folded them little bit so that you can see how it looks. And then those line of the crystal design, it goes like this. So it's a very beautiful sari. And that line stops there. It goes like this, and I'll spread that to show you how it looks. So see, when that lines ends there, then that is upper side of the body is plain, then but the lower side, you see how they made it, the lines were like this, and then to match with this, see the butterfly design, again the design is here, and the line goes like this up to half of the sari, lower half of the sari. To connect with these lines, they made those lines to be attached like this. So it looks very beautiful. I love the way they have drawn as if some geometrical pattern to match. So I love this sari. So though it is not weaved, it is hand embroidered with crystals. How delicately they have done. So beautiful. So now let me pull it little bit this side. I pulled it little more so that it will be visible better. And then I dropped the sari to show you that the work ends here, and just nearly 1 meter you can say it is empty, which is fine. And just let me put it like this. So when I attached the fall, I didn't have the exact this color, so I attached this. So see how it is fine. No, it cannot be perfect. So you see this. And this is the blouse that was attached, the blouse piece was attached in the sari, so I stitched it. I stitched it in Jackson Heights itself. Somebody told me there was a tailor there. So he made it very simple and much bigger than my size, the sari. Though I gave him my measurement, still it was too big for me at that time based on my physique. But that's okay. If it is too small, then only you cannot. If it is too big, you can again stitch it and make it your own size. Then this is a fourth fancy sari that I'm going to show you, which is pure white color. It is a thread and chumki embroidery. A long time ago, I bought one sari like this in a fair, I think, in Massachusetts, and it was the color of kind of that color. The sari was that color. So in that color, which I don't know the exact name of that color, it is copper sulfate or what. I bought one sari of this kind of work, this embroidery, this thread and chumki, and so that sari looked very beautiful to me, and I loved it whenever I was wearing that. So this is the same work but with little different color and different design. I mean, just the pattern are different, but the type of work is same. So I don't know what kind of embroidery they call this, but it is very pretty. And so this is I bought from, we call Ambagan, from Raurkela. So it is close to one, if anybody knows that, IGH, Indira Gandhi Hospital, close to that a shopping center where very good collections of any kind of clothes you can get and other stuffs too. So it was very close to my house since at that time. So this is I bought in my visit to, I think, in 2009. So And at that time I paid 1500, I believe it is 1500, so under 2000, which is a very good price for this kind of work, because sometimes the border goes only very little thin work, but with this much work the sari is always expensive if it is a good embroidery. So it is shiny, if you are able to see that or not. And why this happens and this happens, I have no idea. So generally I avoid to buy white color because it is difficult to maintain, but this is one of my white color sari, which is very very pretty. This is the achal, you see. If I do like that, you can see the shiny thing, that's why I'm doing it. This is the achal, so that's why a little more work, I mean that design and this design is in the achal. And then the whole sari, the border goes lower side like that. So let me pull the sari little more. So half of the sari, that long line goes half of the sari, and then the line goes up to the middle. This kind of design, I mean, it goes in the middle, the rest of the sari. So the whole sari is goes this border. So this is also, I can say, one of my very favorite sari. Very beautiful. So by sewing all these sari, you can see what kind of embroidery work people put on the sari, because Indians wear saris in everyday life, right? So there are so many designs to please the women. We are three sisters, so always lot of sari discussions, lot of sari sewing, and we enjoy a lot. Seeing sari, sewing sari, talking about sari. So this is the blouse I stitched out of the blouse piece that was in the sari. So the hand has the same border design and the rest is plain. This is the fifth fancy sari, embroidery work sari I am going to show you. So the previous one I showed you that I bought in Raurkela, my hometown, and this is another type of hand, I think it is hand embroidery. I don't know if they are able to make in the machine. So it is, you can see these are the chumki, and on the top of the chumki there is a knot to hold the chumki, and that they have done through machine or through needle, the whole flower. And then if you consider one unit to this flower, then there are 3 lines of those flower goes all through the sari as border, and also in the body here and there one like that. So very beautifully, I loved when I saw this work. And I bought this long time ago in 2006 from Massachusetts. So this is the achal I am showing you. See the work. It is shiny. This is the color, very pretty yellow color. I am just turning this way. So this is the achal. Very very shiny. See, I simply love this sari. And when I bought this sari, I didn't have a lot of fancy sari, or I mean I have only few pieces of sari, so I loved it when I bought. At that time I paid $125. So now it may be more $250, I think, the way the price are what I see in the edition. If you want to buy, minimum they will ask for $250. And I bought this in 2005, right? So Imagine how many years ago. And this border goes all the way. So this border goes all the way. So this part of the sari, fancy embroidery, chumki work, crystal work kind of sari, I will end with this sari. So in this part I showed you 5 saris. I have few more. I will make a different part for that. Thank you for watching. This is the blouse of the sari. The border design is in the hand. See, very pretty.